Tell us a little bit about how you got into social media, how you started promoting your vehicles and bring in for sale online via social media. Just give us a little insight.
I got into social media completely by accident. We realized that we had these amazing cars in a warehouse in Moonachie, New Jersey that nobody knew existed, essentially. So how could we get the word out there about them? So one day a car came in off of a trailer and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a video of this right now and post it. The car was dirty. It was not a professional video. It was just me being who I am, being authentic, which I think has contributed significantly to our success online. But I posted this video of a 1995 Ford Mustang Cobra convertible. It still was in the plastic with 12 miles on it. I posted it, and next thing I knew, I'm getting these notifications on my phone. Your reel has 20,000 views, 50,000 views, 100,000 views. 500,000 views, million views. I'm like, oh my God. Overnight went from 3,000 followers to 50,000 followers. A few days later, my brother-in-law who runs our sales says to me, you wouldn't believe it, we're going to sell this Mustang that you posted on Instagram. I was like, who are we selling it to? It's like, Gabriel Iglesias, his assistant just called and wants to buy the car. And I was like, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Let's do it. I wonder if this is actually real. So sure enough, it was real. Gabe bought the car, and that was the beginning of a great relationship that Gabe and I have. He's bought, I think, 6 cars from me in the past 6 or 8 months. Yeah, he's a really awesome guy. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to start putting myself out there. I never wanted to. I was afraid to, I guess. People don't want to see me. They want to see the car. I'm like, you know what? They don't have to see me. Let's just show them the car. So that's what I did. I began just posting these reels, showing people the cars, and the cars are the stars. And they were. When you are a car enthusiast and you want to see a '04 Tacoma with 10,000 miles or '03 Dodge Dakota RT with 8 miles on it, people are going to watch. And that's just what I kept doing. I just kept sharing the inventory that we have. Nothing special, no lighting, no effects. I do not do retakes. I just am myself. I record them for a minute and a half and post them. And that's been really successful.
So what does that drive for you? Does it mostly drive demand for vehicles that you already have, or how does it work just into your business?
As of right now, it's working in getting people to buy cars from us. We've sold a bunch of cars off Instagram, and now we're starting to buy cars off of Instagram, which I'll admit I'm not great at because there's just so much follow-ups. We're now hiring for that position just for, somebody to respond to all these messages. And it's been a huge driver of traffic to our website. It's the #1 driver of traffic to our site. The link's in our bio that I post the listing of a car, and by a huge margin. It outperforms Car Gurus, where we're spending $8,500 a month, Cars.com, where we spend $3,000 a month, Auto Trader, Carfax, by a large multiple.
And you do all the social yourself?
I do everything, and I'm extremely protective of it. It was funny when I spoke to Gabe on the phone for the first time. Most people know him as Fluffy. I'm on the phone with him, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is Gabriel Iglesias I'm on the phone with. He goes, yeah, and I'm on the phone with Andrew, the Instagram voice. I'm like, oh my God, the voice. Like, yeah. You actually recognize me from the voice.
Yeah. So how else do you make money? You sell classic cars. You said you sold 1,400 cars in a couple of years on Bring a Trailer, right? What other profit centers do you have at the dealership?
We do the things that most dealerships do. We sell warranties. We do ceramic coating, things of that nature. I'm a big believer in that I will not endorse a product or sell a product that I myself don't believe in. I don't sell window etch. I don't sell any of these, what I call, honestly, BS products. I know that they can be big revenue drivers for dealerships, but it's also the thing that a lot of people regret buying. So I'll only sell them something I myself am into. So ceramic and warranties, but we'll entire insurance also, which around here you really do need. And then in 2020, I embarked on this journey of restoring and customizing Mercedes G-Wagons and Land Rover Defenders. I really did so because I was passionate about these cars, and I couldn't understand why they were all $200,000. There's got to be a better way to do this. So I was like, all right, if we've already got our bills paid, this can only be gravy on top. Other companies doing it rely on funding their entire business just by selling these restored cars. So I began going to Europe really often and partnering with some people in Poland and Spain and Lithuania, where we do these builds. Clients come to us, they can pick out everything about the car, the color, the interior, motor, transmission, and we do a complete nut and bolt restoration. By the way, embarking on that journey was very risky, has been extremely stressful. In the end, has not been a moneymaker, at least not yet, because of the lack of control you have over people in other countries. But now we finally, I think, ironed out the kinks and will be profitable and less stressful. But it has been, an interesting experience for me, and it will continue, I believe, to grow into a profitable profit center.
And what's the economics on that? Like when you restore these vehicles, what are you really making on this? How much time does it take?
These cars, the amount of time it took of me to deal with the people overseas flying there was tremendous. If we were selling a car for, say, 140,000, they were making 40,000 a car. But the amount of time it took was just wild. And stress and sleepless nights and parts missing and things of that nature. Now at this point, we really have the process dialed in. Our target profit per unit is from 20 to 60,000 per unit. And that just depends on how much work we're doing. Are we doing a full body or frame restoration? Are we doing completely custom interior with Aston Martin leather? No, what are we building? That's really how we come up with what we're able to make on it. And in terms of quality, our competitors are charging north of 200,000 for a Defender that we're charging 150 for. And I believe our quality is actually superior, which is really because like of my obsession with being involved and being so hands-on and insisting that anything we put out there is of like the vantage quality that I want it to be.
You know, that's what I was going to say. I think one theme I've just realized with you, you're talking while I'm scrolling through your Instagram page and just thinking, and it's clear that you are just really passionate about the vehicles. Like I could never do what you do because I'm just too desensitized to the cars. I wouldn't have an attachment to it. I would take the video for Instagram and I wouldn't really be that excited. I'd be like, get this thing off my lot. Like, let's sell this thing already. To me, you know, I come from a high volume off lease vehicle play. And so that's, I actually admire that in you, how you really care about the cars. It's like your babies, each one, it seems like.
Right. And that's why I'm transitioning. The wholesale stuff, I could not care less about a 2021 Explorer. We sell 10 of them a week. When I see these cars, I'm like, my God, a 99 S320 with 30,000 miles. People think I'm nuts. But these to me are like amazing cars that bring back so many memories to me, and I'm passionate about them. I lose sleep being excited about the cars that are coming in the next day.